All right, everybody, welcome in. WXFan21 here. Welcome to my speed gaming debut. I actually get to do something other than commentate for a change. This is the Ratchet & Clank 2 Going Commando Randomizer. This is a randomizer set up on Archipelago, and I'm just going to get a couple of things out of the way with before we actually get started. So I'm going to go over the custom settings that I have for this potential one that I'm showing off here today. This is a showcase. So while I'm going to do this as fast as I can, I've had a seed vetted by my boy Sunwoo Farmer, and this is going to be a spicy seed. So here's what I'm showing off today. This is going to be a 25% progression balance. The rules for reachability as to what we can do, whether it's planets, coordinates, whatever the case may be, is going to be set at minimal. This is going to ensure I'm going to have everything I need to reach my goal, which is defeating the mutated proto-pet at the end. That is the goal of Ratchet & Clank 2. So there is going to be a couple of things. So in Ratchet, in this Ratchet & Clank version, there are 4 options we can do to randomize 2 weapons. Typically, you start off with the Lancer and the Gravity Bomb. That's not going to be the case here. My starting weapons I'm using as non-broken. This means that I'm going to have 2 random weapons besides the Rhino 2 and Zodiac, which are 2 of the most powerful weapons in the entire game. That's not going to be the case. But how am I going to offset that? Well, what I've done is I've randomized one of the 2 vendors. So the Megacorp vendor is going to be able to be set and ready to go. That's off. So it's going to be the normal items in the normal locations. However, the Gadgetron vendor is going to be set as randomized. So all of the items on Planet Barlow, should we get Barlow in the run, are going to be randomized. It could be anything. However, the Gadgetron vendor is going to be set as randomized. So all of the items on Planet Barlow, should we get Barlow in the run, are going to be randomized. It could be anything. There's a chance, folks, that we're going to have a 1 million bolt requirement, which means I'm going to be bolt farming. So, again, how am I going to offset some of this? I have the nanotech experience and the weapon experience set to 250%. So the weapons are going to upgrade faster, and the nanotech's going to upgrade faster. So ideally, we want to see Demo Cell if there's a 1 million bolt objective. That's the fastest place to farm bolts. In a seed I ran that had 10% progression balancing, the latest planet I had was Smolg, and I had to farm the warehouse for a good half hour. And let's hope I don't show you guys that there today. There are a couple other things. If you're familiar with this game, the Wupash Nebula is the intro tutorial course on how to use the ship. Wupash is off. That's not going to be it. The Rhino 2 and Zodiac are also going to be randomized. Zodiac's in its regular location. The Rhino 2 is randomized. That's pretty much the nuts and bolts of it. But because I'm calling this a speed run, we're going to have some glitches logic in logic as well. So first-person glitches logic is basically where you go into first-person mode, and Ratchet's able to then, after a double jump, throw the wrench. And I'll explain more about this during the run. But the beauty about how I have this YAML done for the purpose of the showcase and what I've been playing with is first-person glitches. So I'm going to be able to vertically climb walls and horizontally climb walls as well. So, for example, we're going to be able to get to the no-tack worker bots. We're going to be able to get throughout the helipack and Terminator. There are a couple of different things I should hopefully be able to show off here. One other thing that's made quality of life a little bit easier, remember that bolt thing I mentioned? Well, one thing I have enabled towards the end of this YAML file is the fact that when you go through a planet the first time, okay, typically when you go back a second time, all the enemies are going to have a lot less bolts and a lot less experience. That's not happening here. That's turned off. However, all of the weapons I have starting off at their base form, and we're going all the way into the Omegas, which is the blue modifications, the V4. So with that being said, speed gaming folks, I hope you all are ready, because this is going to be a fun one. Let's go. Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando, Randomizer Speedrun. In 3, 2, 1, go. Now we're going to speed through all these cutscenes, folks. I hope you all are ready. Let's get this started. Big shout out to my boy Jam, who was able to create this beautiful layout that y'all see. So I'm going to be talking you through this entire thing as well. We start off at Slim's Ship Shack. I also put in the armor magnetizer for quality of life. So we're going to start off with Todano, Feltzen, and Uzla, the decoy glove, and the gravity bombs. So I'm going to be able to show off very quickly some things called decoy clipping. And I'm going to try to debut a brand new decoy clip, and let's go show that off on Todano. But first things first, typically what I do when I'm in a run, I like to go to the ship levels first, because I have everything turned on so I can see what is or isn't randomized. So let's go to Feltzen's system here first. Thank you all for the good luck. Let's go. Feltzen, so the tractor beam with the ships, and a platinum bolt on the races. I don't want to see a lot of these races. Matter of fact, we should have an option to get rid of these damn races. I'm not a fan of these races. They need to be yeeted into the nearest sun. So, with that being said, we're going to go here. We're going to defeat the thug ships. And we're going to turn off the help desk. We're going to put in some other camera stuff. So, here we go. First thing I'm going to do first is do a typical Ratchet and Clank speedrun tech. We're going to be death abusing. So we're going to grab this nanotech boost, get a bolt pack, and now we're going to restart this entire thing again. So I'm going to get the tractor beam here. Actually, it's going to open up all of Todano. So that's, again, reasons why this is actually pretty cool to start this off here first. So let's go. Let's see this happen. Where them ships at? Here they go. Let's go, chat. Again, the goal is to do this as fast as possible. There's some raritanium. Hopefully we don't see Gorn later. And here we go. 2 waves of 25 ships each. That didn't get turned off, did it? Nope. Thank you. Let's go. Staying away from the asteroids. There's really nothing I can do here at the moment. Sorry about that. Good, thank you for telling me the screen is frozen. This emulator has a nasty habit of, if you're clicked into the emulator, it doesn't show anything. So here we go on Feltzen. No good way of doing this because I don't have enough raritanium for one of the best ship items in the game called the Nuclear Detonation Blast. Costs 60 raritanium. I don't have that, and we're not showcasing it here today. I don't feel like raritanium farming. So again, this is pretty standard to get things going. Let's get the tractor beam, and then I can show off some more stuff on Todano. Todano has 2 paths after the tour. Todano has the path to get to the end of the level, and then, of course, the tractor beam portion, which we could see something behind the Quark statuette, the Quark fan that's over there. And, of course, we've got the Sheepinator item as part of that path. Alright, first wave is done. Here it comes. Let's go. Next wave. Let's just get right out of the way. Let's start launching some missiles. I got no time for these little tiny ships. We got a speed run to do, chat! Let's go. I want to know from all of you, has anybody actually played this randomizer? Is anyone out there a Ratchet and Clank fan and this is the first time you're seeing the randomizer in action? Let's hear from you in the Speed Gaming Twitch chat. Good, I got more missiles. Let's go. Be nice if I had some extra shielding, but 6 ships left shouldn't be a problem. One ship left, and we are done with that mission. Time to get the tractor beam. Let's go, chat. Once this little tiny thing goes away, we're going to be set and ready to go. Let's go. Tractor beam is ours. So now we have an opportunity to split this up. I don't want to go to Tadano quite yet. I want to go to Uzla. I've got a bolt pack, which means I can get the tractor beam item and see whatever this is. So before we get to Tadano, again, one of the things with Tadano, because it's a midway level ship, I get nothing set and randomized at the moment. So here we go. Time to show off first person wrench climb glitches. Let's go. Here we go. We're hanging out, having a grand old time, getting through the ladder. Was a little short there, and voila. Oh, and I hit the button. How about that? So, you see the platinum bolt over there. Typically, you're going to be able to show this off here. So, okay, Grelbin, that's not what I wanted to see. That is really not what I wanted to see. Anyone that's played this game, anyone not a fan of the Yetis? That's all I want to say. Who is not a fan of the Yetis? I am not a fan of the Yetis. Okay, Sheepinator. Well, this is getting very interesting to get things started. Again, my boy Sunwoo Farmer vetted this, so if anyone's having a problem with it, just blame Sunwoo in chat. It's okay. No, I'm only giving Sunwoo a hard time. There are a couple of tricks that I'm still learning and haven't been practiced at yet, and I really didn't want to put save states in this run. So what we're going to do now is something, if I don't get this first try, I literally might skip it and hope it's a nothing item. Typically in runs I've done recently, it has been a nothing item. So, and that is the secret platinum bolt. Now remember, because I have 250% on nanotech and on weapons, you're going to see this show off and upgrade a lot faster. Again, I do not want to be wasting time here. I'm treating this as a traditional. How fast can I complete this? So, because this is medium level glitches logic. Here we go. We're going to go climb up. We're climbing, chat. We're climbing. We're hanging out. We're having a grand old time. We are climbing and into the drink. So, we're going to skip this real quick. Actually, let's try it one more time. Why not? We're going to do one more try. This is of something I've been struggling with lately in terms of this. Yeah, the Yetis can go yeet themselves into the surface of the nearest sun. Yeah, said it. Deal with it. Insomniac, I love your products. I understand part of this game was rushed, but Grelbin is not a favorite fan planet. That's all I'm saying. Them Yetis can go literally yeet themselves into the nearest sun by Grelbin. Alright, let's try this again. Because this is a very specific trick, and the reason I'm going to show it off, do you see there's a little curve in here? And the reason why this curve is so important, the invisible walls in this world are so incredibly tough. So, we're going to go skip this now. I've hit it in runs before. It's alright. We're going to hope that that's nothing drastically important. Refill on ammo super quick. Have I ever played as Ginny Hopkins? I don't even know who that is. We're going to have to revisit that if, in fact, that's going to be a required check. But because I have no idea whether or not it's required, we're going to hopefully it's not required. So, to the Sheepinator. Ran out of gravity bomb ammo. That's right, chat. Sheep. We're locked in, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Oozla, boss time. Not the secret boss, but the boss. This could be a tiny bit of a problem. A problem this is, in fact, going to be. Okay. Can I turn this thing into a sheep? I cannot. Okay. Well, we're wrenching this boss. There's something I've never done on this boss before. Wrenching it. So the gravity bomb has 8 ammo. And that's how much damage it does. So the problem is I'm going to have to wrench this thing down until I can get the ammo to finish this thing off. So we're going to wrench it. And this is sometimes what happens with these type of seeds, chat. There we go. And that should give us the mini nuke. It does. So, the mini nuke has been acquired. Problem is, upgrading the mini nuke is a royal pain. Okay, Maktar. So we're going to get a little shortcut here in the special menu. We're going to go warp right back to the ship shack. You're going to see me do that from time to time. Here's the thing. I know Todano is going to be a thing. So, it's Todano time. And I'm going to try showing off a decoy clip. One I literally just learned. I learned this the other day. So yes, folks, I am going to debut it right here on Speed Gaming. Let's give it a try. Again, this is a showcase. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you being here. Let's go. This is Todano, the weapons facility. So this tour here unlocks a platinum bolt at the end, but you gotta wait for Fizz Widget. Which I really don't want to do. So we're going to go and overtax it, and we're going to decoy clip. I'm going to gather up all the squirrels, and I'm going to blow them to Kingdom Come. In missile technology. Can you tell I've listened to this tour way too many times without learning any kind of decoy clip or turret clip? And I'm going to show off why. Notice how my... what you see there with the experience didn't go up at all. So behind this door, okay, is a platinum bolt. That I gotta wait for this entire tour and Fizz Widget to get his butt over here to go behind the door. Someone told me that if I get in this corner, face the wall. Time to show off a little decoy clip if I can make it work. Again, this is new. Okay, that's not gonna work. Again, trying to show this off for the first time, but you know what? We gotta wait for the tour anyway. So why not? Let's go. Decoy clip. Here we go. There we go. Now we're through the wall. So, there is a walkable section. You can see the platform over here. Gotta line this up. No, Ratchet. What are you doing? No, you gotta go double jump the other way. Ratchet! See, Ratchet sometimes has a problem of not listening to me. And I did it! Let's go! First try! Debut of the decoy clip to get the Todano Platinum Bolt. And all that for a bolt pack. Why? Because Fizz Widget. Gotta line this up as close as I can. Here we go. Through the wall? No. So what we'll do, because I'm damn speed running this, is we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and we're going to reload the planet! Let's go. Sorry about the game audio, folks. Didn't realize you couldn't hear it. So, now that that's done, we're just going to go yeet it right to the end of the level. Let's go. Squirrels are back. That's okay. We don't say hi to the squirrels. They're going to give me wonderful, amazing experience. Because we're going to come up with this hit the button, guys. fan of them, and they hit hard. So right now, because I have no armor, because I have literally nothing that I need from them, and I don't have enough mana yet, it is going to be one shot, one kill. Because again, this is a mid of the game planet. It's not something that you're supposed to do. Typically, one of the first planets you're going to encounter. So when you generate a seed, what you do, head over to find folks who are spelling out. And go check it out over there once again. Greatly appreciate everything one of you do for this showcase. There he is. These are the guys that hit hard on. 2 minutes. 3. That's not good. It takes 4 minutes to defeat them. Just FYI. Just an FYI, chat. All right. We're gonna be in a little bit of a problem once we get beyond the doors. You see that force field? Typically, this is where you show off the infiltrator after Joba, when you get the infiltrator. Yeah, we're not doing that here. Sunwoo! So the reason I'm going to start scolding Sunwoo from chat is I asked him, that's the planet I didn't want to save. Because there is, unfortunately, a clip that's in it. And so there it is. One shot, one kill. So, gotta be careful of that. On Smolg, there is the grind boot section. Where you just hit the grind boots, because you got him in the early game, and you just hang out and have a grand old time by grind booting. You gotta hit nomadic guard. That's walkable terrain in the randomizer. And it's not something I can do without save states. Once I get by this other guy, I should be fine. Okay, we're good. Now we literally just get by these things, which is get by one, no big deal. So we're gonna be on this planet for a bit, and the reason I say that, remember that tractor beam item I got earlier? It's gonna come into play very, very soon. Once again, there's Joba, so we are death abusing. So, we got that. Gonna refill on the mini nuke. Now we're gonna head over to the second part of the planet. This Tadano piece, there were 1, 2, 3, 4 checks over here. Wait a minute, how much money do I have? I got 42. Right, we're gonna go quickly to Joba, because on Joba is where I unlock the spider bot glove. One of the checks over here on this portion is gonna need said spider bot glove. So we're gonna go trigger that super quick and hope that this isn't a waste of time. Once again, we're at 18 minutes right now. So we're gonna go to Joba. Right now on Smolg, there's only one item that's available, so that's going to be Grelbin has 2. So there's the Spider Bot glove. We're going to buy it, and we're going to go right back to Tadano. First things first, I want to quickly just reorganize these a bit. We're going to put that there. Tractor beam over here. Decoy glove. Yeah, that's fine there. Yeah. I'm okay with that. So now we're going to head back to Tadano. And I'm going to show off the entire rest of the Sheepinator portion. So again, we got the Quark Statuette, which we can peek it with the item is. We don't have the Quark Statuette yet. There's a Platinum Bolt right next to him. There's the Spider-Bot Glove Platinum Bolt. And then there's the Sheepinator item right at the end. So we can get 3 of the 4 items because I don't have the Quark Statuette. And of course, my favorite item, my favorite gun in the entire series is there. The Plasma Coil. Any Plasma Coil and Plasma Storm fans in chat? Plasma Storm's my favorite weapon. If I could 3D print it, I would. I love the Plasma Storm. It's my favorite weapon in the entire Ratchet Clank franchise. So we're taking these tractor beam pieces, we're cutting off these force fields that Ratchet cannot get to. Can I flip it over? I'm sure. Here's the problem, is I can't actually make a way down here into the other portion of this without this guy. So get your butt over here, let's go. Clearance granted, that unlocks the door. Well, now that I think about it, I probably could just clip through the door. Because usually at this point, I don't have the decoy glove! So, once again, 21 minutes. Also, kind of standard by this point as well. I did spend an extra minute or two doing the one piece on Oozle that I kind of struggled with, so... Don't fall off, thank you. Here we go. For the mapper, okay, that's a wasted check. I don't need it. Platinum Bolt, that's vanilla. So we're not, when we get the Quark Statuette, there's no reason to come back here. Now again, with Jova already being unlocked, there's a very, very good chance that this Spider-Bot item could literally be fantastic. So let's check it out. Could very well be in logic. We have a couple of checks open to us now. Those checks are as follows. Maxar and everything except the electrolyzer area is in logic because of the tractor beam portion. This is a little bit longer. But again, I want to show this off because yes, I have big dreams and aspirations. You want to know what those are? I want to see a Ratchet and Clank tournament. A randomizer tournament. Yeah, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be very difficult. We're gonna destroy these guys. We're gonna go to the tractor beam. We're gonna take this tractor beam. Please get over here. Jump on top and then jump on top like this. Now they're not gonna be able to hit me. So we're gonna take this Spider-Bot glove. We're gonna launch a Spider-Bot into the vent shaft. This vent shaft, you see a couple of these throughout the game. Specifically Dobo and here over on Planet Toadin. We're going to drop this guy right back down here, and because these guys are bothering me, I'm going to blow up right in front of you. Ta-da. So now we're going to go back into first person mode because I don't have the helipack. We're going to sideways climb up this wall to reach the top level. We're going to go right on over here, jump up over here just like this, and make our way to this Platinum Bolt. Is this required? It's gone! It's required. Oh, it could be required. Could Gorn have something big? We're gonna have to wait to find out until after this planet. Remember how what I said about these ship planets? Get them out of the way with first, because I do in fact have them available to see what the items are for mission. So now you get into a couple of this small one and the small lock, and then you get the medium-sized one and the medium-sized lock. Boom, just like this. Here we go. Just like that. This next part can be a little tricky. There's a continuity point here, so we got good. Do that again. Place it here on this. We're just going to walk to avoid those very dangerous lasers that will get Ratchet. Nicely done. We're going to proceed right on through deploying the enemies. On to the next portion. I like to go 2, 3, 1, so we're going to take the medium one and put that in first. Number 2. We're going to take this guy and put him over here. We're going to course, number 3 is the big missile. Taking this guy and putting him here. Just like that. And then, of course, the first small one. Bam. Just like that. We're almost to the end of the sheep grenade section. I know it's a massive time suck. But you know what? The sheep grenade item is also a check. And again, in this being a randomizer, you need to see what is available in every section. Mine was stuck. Just like that. Grab on top of this guy. Right off to the end of the level. One mini nuke remains. I don't need you guys, but you're not going to hurt me. Time. We're going to go boom. Just like that. Knock you off. Grab the sheep item and head back to the ship. And it's massive required item. Hypnomatic. Okay. Hello, Hypnomatic. Big required item, folks. Massive required. That's a major gadget right there. So now, we're going to head to Gorn. Please let nothing be on the first one. I really don't want a Rotanium farm. When I meant showcase, I didn't mean Mauritanian farm. Of course, you would, Sunwood. Sunwood. Sunwood, do you not like me? That's all I'm saying. Do you not like your boy WX? No, I'm just giving Sunwood a hard time. I had him check like 4 different seeds. So, I'm gonna have to Raritanium farm. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a race for the gravity boots. And this is not a race I'm well practiced on. Well, lock in, chat. Race is really turned off, in my opinion. Every race you get, you have to have a perfect race, a platinum bolt to the reward. This is called Race Through the Documents. You cannot miss one rank. Can you still finish this entire thing by keep going? Absolutely. But if you want the platinum bolt, and in this case it's the gravity boots, which could very well be required, you've got a couple of checks that may require said gravity boots. The secret boss could be in logic. Golden, out yet, and I didn't get this entire thing. My goal for this was an hour and a half. Hopefully it won't take longer than that, folks. If it is, I do apologize. Would anybody like to see a tournament for Ratchet Clank 2 going Commando Randomizer? Would anybody like to see that? There are a lot of people that play this game. And it is a relatively newer randomizer. It has come out in the last year. It's still in beta, by the way. Shout out to the fine folks over at Archipelago and whoever's designing it, because the Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal randomizer is now a thing where it is in early beta. But still playable, just obviously bugs to be fixed in that. And look at that. Second try, guys. Let's go. Bam. I got the gravity boots. Alright, so we need to check a couple of things. Remember how I mentioned all of Maktar is open? We're going to head there after we go touch base on Grelbin. 3 item checks that we can get here right now because I don't have the glider. Also, give Sunwoo Farmer some love in the chat. Again, he vetted like 4 different seeds for me. So, appreciate him for taking a look at all of that. We're going to go through this level, attempting to go as fast as possible. Here come the Yetis and the giant thingies in the ice water. Yeah, there we go. I don't have charge boots. I don't have a pack. It happens, chat. It happens. a stroll through the wastelands, having a grand old time, trying not to get attacked by the Yetis, trying not to get attacked by the giant other thingy. That's right, I said thingy, chat, nailed it. Listen to my commentary enough over the years doing Metroid. Let's go. My Speed Gaming debut. Big shout out to Speed Gaming admins who allowed me to showcase this amazing randomizer. So shout out to Jam in chat and the rest of the Speed Gaming admins. Let's go. And we got a plat bowl. We're gonna head into the factory section. I'm just gonna throw this guy out real quick. Trigger this button so fast, destroying all those little tiny robots, because this is where you would really test your nomadic skills. We're gonna go behind us, jump over these lasers, touch this, trigger the water to actually spawn down below. You have to touch the water to spawn it, back through the lasers. I get hit, I don't care. There's a hidden platinum bolt here. But WX, why aren't you decoy clipping? Well, good question. Myself who asked that question. I've tried to climb this, and I haven't found a way to climb this. So here we go. Grabbing item number 2. Okay, remember I mentioned about those gravity boots. That's Bolden. That entire planet is enlarged. I can cheese a couple things in that planet. So, let's go. Now, why am I going back out here, you may ask? I'm gonna go grab this little ship thing. This is a Raritanium phone. But it's also great for flying past the ends. And the reason I'm doing this, we're gonna have to climb. There is a platinum bowl up here in the Grelbin Wasteland. Okay? We have to go get it. Right over around platinum bowl, way to go. Anytime this platinum bowl wants to spawn in. Alright, chat, what'd you do with my platinum bowl? Why can't I find it? Oh, it's over here. F's in the chat, guys. Excuse you! So now we'll reload the level. Reloading the level gets me out of that. I don't know why it trapped me in that point. So, here we go. Let's go. I was moving to the wrong section. I'm not gonna bother getting the crystals, and the reason I'm not is because I don't have the glider, so it makes no purpose to move the giant moonstone first. Look at all the Yetis, Yeti, Yeti, Yetis. Be nice to me. Speed running. Yetis, let's go. Don't be mean. I'm gonna tell the Yetis not to be mean. Come on now. So it's typically, it's like right there. So it should be right there. Right behind that cliff. I get to avoid the Yetis. How exciting is this? Really? Rude! So, I got a troll seed. I have no packs. I have nothing to go quick with. Just use charge boots, WX. Just do it. Nope. Don't have charge boots. Insomniac, I love you. This is a great series. Could we have at least spent, oh, I don't know, 2 more weeks finishing this planet and making it decent? Pretty please. So, Relvin, I believe, was one of the planets that just had a little bit of an issue on content time. And basically trying to get this out to production. So, keep that. Camera. Seriously, where's my platinum? Did it not spawn in? It's right there in front of me! Wow. It was right there. It was literally taunting me. Literally taunting, chat. I got taunted by a platinum bolt. That's amazing. Somebody get these Yetis a breath mint, please. They stink. I'm like walking right around it. The platinum bolts, there it is. I'm gonna say it's right here. All that for a bolt pack. Sorry, chat. All that for a bolt pack. Okay, Maktar's next. 4 checks here. Because we don't have the electrolyzer yet. And I'm really hoping I don't need to go back for Gordon's and Daco, otherwise Otherwise, you're going to see me rotate them from. $85,000. Also, if you have a question, post it in the chat. The best I can to answer it. Like one pack, please. I'll take any pack or charge because I'd really like to go faster.
Hey. The furry guy is on a rampage. It's like watching a train wreck. Wow.
Strategy I did with the world. Gather up all the little spinning blades and all
on a rampage.
This is the problem with the mini.
Nobody in the Lombax with Spunk.
Yes!
See you later.
The reason I say that is because if we need to experience farm and we get Yeedle, that's the planet for it. Let's go, chat. Unfortunately, there's only one actual check right now that I can get. Time to head down here to the right. This is the first real test you have with the tracking of the getting it on. You're not going in. Get. I assure you, we are going to flick him right up there. Really? Well, I had you.
Clearance.
Thank you. On our way to the Thugs for Less jamming array, 2 checks here. You have the mission completion check, and you've also got yourself the platinum bolt that's actually hidden on it. Come on. One down. Bum, 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 ba-na-na, do, 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 do. On. Bum, bum, ba-na-na-na, do, 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 do. So again, this is not your traditional style speedrun. I'm not a Rack 2 speedrunner. You're not gonna see some of the camera flips and a lot of other like really cool and insane speedrunning tech. Check out a lot of the other speedrunners though, like Zem92. There are a lot of other great Ratchet Clank speedrunners out there. Check them out. This is like a more tournament style speedrun. What I mean by that is complete the rando seed as fast as you can. Right here, first person mode, let's go. Ready? Bam. All it took was one little wrench clip, and we're gonna get out of first person mode and grab this platinum bolt that's here. It's a nanotech piece. We're gonna go back down here, we're gonna go find that pad. Jump on over. Let's see what we get. Please tell me it's something good. It's a bolt. Okay. So this is now where I go back to thinking what we have available to us. We know Endako is locked on guard. Okay, Grelbin's done. Maktar's done. Smolg has one item check. Joba has one item check right now. Gwen's got one. Bolden's got a couple, and Damocell's got one. So I want to go to Bolden. We're also going to buy a new weapon as well. The hover bomb. hover bomb gun is a end of the game, beat the game type of weapon. So we're gonna take the hover bomb gun. Unless I come across the Rhino 2, and then that's just GG's. So we're gonna launch the hover bomb gun. Blow up these enemies. This is a really good weapon when upgraded to the Tetra bomb gun for defeating the Please tell me that's there. Yes! Let's go. That nanotech boost you see on the fountain is available everywhere else. So yes, this planet is also where you would find the Insomniac Museum, and that's a pack. The Insomniac Museum is a hidden Easter egg in this game, and I love it. I will not show off the Insomniac Museum here in this showcase. If you want to see it, go check out. I'm sure there were some YouTube videos on the Insomniac Museum Interactive, and that's a rank shop. So do you remember how I told you all about the gravel boots? So here's what I am going to do. I don't want to do this because I really want to take some time to upgrade the hover bomb gun. But there we go. Also, we get access to the first armor vendor of the season. So let's go. 100,000 volts, can't get it yet. So, let's go. Grav boots allow us to complete the next portion. This next piece, I'm going to be showing off some longer first-person is have the swing. Which is the weapon I'm going to have. So we're gonna first-person wrench climb all the way up here. Hopefully not to get in because I didn't finish off. Hi! And I just got shot right in the face! Ratchet took a bullet to the face! This is so annoying, folks. I apologize. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. How's everybody doing tonight? Who's hanging out with me watching this showcase? Let me hear from you in the Twitch chat. glider. Really? Do I really gotta go back to Grelvin? Let's just hope that that's not... I don't want to go to Grelvin, no I don't. Grelvin shouldn't even be in the game. It can go away. Also, it would be going back for literally one item check. That's it. There's a hidden black hole inside the underground factory section that you can use the Hypnomatic for. We're through.
What the?
Black ball. One more item check. Golden has a deceptive amount of item checks. We got them all. Okay, that's the electrolyzer. So to recap, I need the swing shot. Swing shot and needle is all that's needed right now to beat the game. And the Tetra Bomb gun. So again, we know Endako is locked behind the first mission here. Why haven't I done that yet? This is one of the most annoying missions in the entire game shipwise. At this point, you're supposed to have a good amount of Raritanium. Ideally, the fusion laser cannons. That's 30 Raritanium. I don't have 30. Okay. So, let's, get Smog Warehouse out of the way with. Again, we're looking for the swing shot and needle to beat the game. That's all we need. Swing shot and needle to beat the game. And, of course, an upgraded hover bomb gun into the Tetra Bomb gun. Ideally, one more weapon. Again, sorry for the lag, folks. Really can't control that. This warehouse portion really isn't a major problem. You want to see some cool stuff, chat? Here, watch this. I'm going to go wrench climb all the way out here, right? Look at that level. Not loaded in. WX, how do you know where you're going? Ramp bam. There are the rest of the boxes. WX, where you going? There's nothing there. Oh, yeah? Ready? Watch this. Level load in. Bam. Well, bye-bye. We're gonna stay in first person mode. Coming up on 1 hour. There's the 1 hour mark. Can I finish beating this game in under a half hour? It's definitely not a short C. This is one of the more annoying ones I've played. So, the reason I'm using electrolyzer here, there is actually no way to get through the roof that I'm aware of above where Ratchet is. this activates the elevator and opens up this the door on the ceiling. Frugus. Okay, so you see this grind rail section? I'm not even gonna attempt that. I'm not using save states here on stream. It's not happening. And if this was an actual race, you really don't want to be using it anyway. So, Frugus is active, which is actually not bad for Ruritanium farming. If I have to do that, which I really think I'm going to have to do. Because Zendako is loaded with checks, and that would be like I don't know. I definitely think it's something that's open. Rhino 2, let's go! Oh yeah. Let's go. Now it's definitely Yeetle. So it's Yeetle and the swing shot, and it's Genius. Alright folks, Yeetle and the swing shot, and this seat is over. Rhino 2 is the most powerful weapon in the entire game. You might be wondering why I'm going around damaging all the platforms first. Well, with the weapon I currently have, I can destroy them, but there are repair bots to kill them. Right? The repair bots, I'm not wasting my time on because they repair them faster, so it's easier to damage them all. Weaponry that I have. And then to just go in. And I collect my items from here. Say, a lot faster.
Come in, gentlemen. Can you...
So that's the Rhino 2. Okay, we're gonna go back over here. And we're gonna go through the Berserker repair drone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go very quickly in the corner over here. Which is Ruritanium Farm. Shout out to Zeb92. He's the one who... All these little pieces of trash over here. And in fact, rare. And there's some more Ruritanium. I just 14 Ruritanium. 14 Ruritanium is going to take 30 Ruritanium to farm up the fusion laser cannons. So while I'm farming, talk to me in Twitch chat, because this is going to take a while. How's everybody doing? How is everyone's Thanksgiving, for those that celebrate? Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know myself, I sure. 4 days! I apologize for not talking. This is so we are not going to have to farm any kind of weapon. But I am going to have to farm Ruritanium. I'm going to apologize. This is part of a rando, folks. It just is what it is. I didn't want to show this part off, but this does show off a rough side of a rando. Hour 6, still targeting hour 30. What we're looking for right now is the swing shot and Beetle coordinates. Beetle is the last planet in the game. I completed with the weaponry I have right now. I just need the swing shot. I got a funny feeling that everything else is going to be on Endako. Not that hard to get. There it is. Let's go. Hour 7, guys. Let's get some hype in the chat! At least I get to show off the fusion laser cannons. Thank you, Sunlow. So now we're going to head all the way back to Gorn. The first mission, I got to defeat 4 big ships. And the weaponry that I had on the ship, the regular lasers and just regular missiles, is not enough, and there were too many enemies to be able to clear out everything. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hang out. We're going to go with the fusion laser cannons. Watch how fast this is. It didn't even take more than a couple of minutes. That's one more massive ship. Much faster to go through that. Much faster.
Well,
We got the Endako coordinates. All right, chat, I want to hear from you. Left or right in chat? Which way are we going first? We going left or are we going right? Left or right? We're going left. I'm making an executive decision, also realizing I'm like a minute on delay. Actually, why am I using the... Cancel. Stop. Why am I using... Ratchet? No, stop it. Why am I using the electrolyzer when I have the decoy glove? Let's decoy clip. Bam, just like that. Decoy clip. Say hello to the rhino, dude! Now this one I do gotta use the electrolyzer for, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Can I decoy clip through the walls? Absolutely. The problem is there's one wall I can't decoy clip through. At least I don't know how to yet. So we're going to use the crane. I'm going to grab this exploding crate. Blow up. Leave the exploding crate. Then we're going to get another crate. Hanging out right over here. Again, sorry for the lag. Not my fault. We're going to go place it right here. There's actually a door right above here. But again, just like the front door, you got to blow up this one as well. Take this, we're gonna leave this just like that. It's gonna blow up the door. We are gonna decoy clip through this though. This is another infiltrator door. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna go bam, we're gonna go clip. I need one more. Nanotech boost, that's a platinum bolt. Also gonna destroy the decoys on the other side. We're gonna clip right back through. Bam. Well, that pushed me out of the side, so let's try this again. There we go. Okay. I wanted to clip through the door, not fall through the floor. What on... That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. So, yeah, that happened. That happened. What even was that? That is hilarious. That's great. That is hilarious. Let's go. I got a funny feeling that Scott and or Yeater are here on this one. That's a beautiful thing because I should be open still. I don't really need the crate. I got the thruster pack, which you're not supposed to have by now. So let's go. So this next part is where we're going to rescue Clank. And after Clank are 2 checks. So here's the problem. I don't know Clank skip yet.
Clank?
I haven't learned it. So we're going to do this vanilla. I can tell you right now, unless this is Yeatle in the swing shot, this is not going to be a sub 1 hour and a half seed. It's time to show off Clank section. I can actually give you some pretty cool background in this section as well. So Clank is back once again with his Gadgebots from the first Ratchet Clank game. This is the easier of the 2 sections. There are several commands. In this section, we're going to get the bridge bot and the lifter. Here's the bridge bot. We'll build your bridge. Hurry up. This is more of a Clank tutorial section before we get for Aranos 2, which I don't think we're going to see in the scene. We're going to attack this guy. Get the lifter bot. Now get excited, chat, because the lifter bot is gonna lift a door, and this is literally the only time in this entire game that the lifter bot is gonna be used and used. Congratulations. I'm gonna use the bridge bot to rebuild the bridge over here. Lifter bot has done its job. Now I'm going to send the gadget box to attack these two things. Let's go, gadget box. What are you waiting for? Attack. Only need 2 of the 4 to enter to open the door. Once this is done, this is where you get your helipack and your thruster pack. What are the items going to be? Flat bolt. And a bolt pack. Ugh. Left side was completely dead. Three checks on the right side. Three checks on the right side. We're getting close to the end game now, chat. Much fast movement throughout the entire first portion of this game. I didn't have a pack or charge boots. What is this gonna be? Nanotech boost. Now we're gonna beat that thug leader. When you get to Clank's apartment, you get Ratchet's swing shot and grind boots from Ratchet 1. Which the section you just saw was literally a swing shot and grind boot. You can actually get your swing card to get some weapon modifications.
This is gonna hurt you.
One shot, one kill, guys. Again, Rhino 2 versus this guy. Easy dubs, chat. That's not the game beaten, it's just the boss beaten. Guess you could call it a mini-boss.
Hey!
Grind boots! Vanilla! And charge boots! That's not what I wanted to see. But this does open up Demo Cell. Because what Demo Cell is going to allow me to do is go to 2 different sections. Okay, we're gonna go to Demo Cell. Demo Cell is, we're gonna go fight a alien ship, and we're going to go on the grind boot section. I'm gonna go to the ship first. It's the more annoying one, and it's a check. So we are slowly running out of checks. And in an hour and 19, this is not happening in under an hour and a half unless, again, we find the swing shot and needle very, very quickly. And I've gone to all the heavy rich check areas. Oh, you know what? There is one other area I haven't gone to yet. The Oozla secret boss. That's where we'll go after this. get ready for that. So we're gonna load up on this, load up on that. Jump this. Now we're just going to use the mothership by jumping on it. This is where you get the mapper. Which we're not going to get, because we know what that is. What item check is it going to be? That's going to be the key. What item check will it be? Come on, swing shot or yeetle? Swing shot or yeetle? Bolt pack. Okay, that's not what I want. Again, the goal of an hour and a half is not happening. This is one of the more pain-in-the-butt seeds I've really played. It's just a basic grind boot section. There is a skill point. Don't take damage here on the grind. So much for the skill point. Again, not that the skill point means anything. So again, these grind boot sections are fun. A little bit of time suck. That's okay. Clean run this is not, but we do have ourselves a check. The Levitator. Now we're going to Joba. Levitator, I can go do Joba now and get 3 checks on Joba. I'm going to show off some very more impressive, I don't want to say impressive, but more medium level logic. This can be first person glitches. Not too tired, welcome in. Actually, Freud checks if they have the decoy button. So if you come all the way over here to the left side of the dynamo piece, you go into first person mode. It's a little ledge you can stand on right here. We go up. We go wrench climb horizontally over. And we continue our horizontal wall climbs. We continue to horizontally wall climb. We continue. We're going. We're having a good time, and we drop. Bam. I just see the entire time. And because we do have the decoy, we don't need the dynamo for this. We're just going to decoy clip through the wall and get the nanotech boost, which in this case is in fact vanilla. All right. Wrench climbing faster than climbing vanilla. No dynamo, no problem. I'm just gonna tell you right now, chat, watch the Rhino sales section. Watch him be selling heat this entire time. Here we go. Here's the Rhino salesman. Not my torch checks. I forgot they had a platinum bolt. Needle?
Hey.
Plat bolt. Why did I buy it? I didn't need to buy that. He's the Rhino salesman from Ratchet and Clank, the original. Okay, that's a bolt. Ah, I just missed the platform. Okay, not a big deal. Seriously running out of checks. Sunwoo Farmer. This is beatable, yes?
He's massacring.
So again, for those who are just tuning in, my buddy Sunwoo Farmer, I sent 4 seeds to you with the settings I wanted to run. I asked for 2 things. No small hypnomatic part from the factory. I asked for none of that.
Look at him go.
Save states. There's also the Gobo Platinum Bowl. There's also the largest with the glider. We have the glider.
Congratulations on winning the gravity boost.
Bolt pack.
See ya.
What am I missing? The Oozla secret boss. What do you mean you think so? Oh, I got the electrolyzer. I get Mactar to check too. If there was Yeedle, it's beatable. I should have gone here first. You know why? Because in multi-worlds I've played with Sun, this is, for whatever reason, like his favorite secret boss. So, the useless secret boss is the swamp monster that I beat earlier in the seed. So, but without the dynamo, I can't get the last check on this planet. Customers come first. I think I played this game a lot. Oh, and the one thing that I did add to this game that was a quality of life thing is the armor magnetizer. That's just a quality of life improvement. That way everyone's gonna go hunt for all the bolts. Oozla secret boss time, and because of Rhino 2, the Oozla secret boss time. Please be something good. Please! Not good. Absolutely worthless. This decoy clip. I'm not waiting for the dynamo.
Shirt and shoes are required when shopping at Megacorp.
Ratchet.
Thank you for shopping at Megacorp. Please visit us again.
This is an annoying seat. I apologize. The target was an hour and a half. So Grelbin's got one check. Maktar's got one check. Joba's done. Bolden's done. Damosil's done. It's one of the two. Because I really, really, really hope it isn't the one small item that I cannot get to without save states. That is a very treacherous walk. You gotta be near perfect. Why I'm going back here. The reason is because in order to get to the actual electrolyzer check or Maktar rather, I need to go into the battle arena and leave the battle arena with the electrolyzer. If you don't leave the battle arena with the electrolyzer, what it does is it bounces you back to where you entered. This is where the tutorial is for the electrolyzer. It's very basic electrolyzer puzzles. You can see how basic it is. Extend the bridge.
Hey, this would...
Okay. So Grelbin and Smolg are all that's left. Unless I'm missing something. Tadano, done. Feltzen, done. Oozla's done. Did I ever get the Oozla Platinum Bolt? I did not. That's right, because I said I'd skip it and come back. This has been the swing shot the whole time. And this is where in randomizers you really got to start thinking and using your brain, so to speak. You got to figure out what checks. Hey, what have I done? What haven't I done? And because I've gotten everything, and now I can do this the vanilla way. Once you've obtained every item and mission complete, you get this little... yeah, okay, thanks, Ratchet. You get this little... I don't know if what you want to call it, like a Loch Ness Monster type deal, a Loch Ness or whatever. An Earthbound that's Tessie. You get this ride along the way. And this is what actually gets you to the Platinum Bolt. Watch it be the swing shot. It's the nanotech boost. Grelbin's all that's left. Which Grelbin, by the way, we can do with no problem. Technically, there's 2 checks. This is the second moonstone check. So, back to everybody's favorite planet in this game. And now that I have the charge, I can actually move a lot faster than the planet. Freeze real quick. Go back and get the left side. You need 9 moonstones to move the giant rock.
Oh.
16 moonstones for the Lancer. Infiltrator, But a decoy glove, so once again, we're going to do more decoy clipping. So this is not in logic, just for what it's worth. Without the infiltrator, this is not in logic in the setting. But, again, when it comes to speed runs and stuff, who cares about logic? Logic helps. Here's where the hypnomatic comes in. Remember that platinum bolt I told you all about? I'm gonna take this guy, move him all around, avoid the Yetis. Get this little tiny platinum thingy over here to unlock that so Ratchet can go and climb this. Go grab the platinum bolt over here. Terminator. Twitch chat. We're officially out of checks. Oozla's done. Grelbin's done. Maktar's done. Smolg is the one item left that I don't want to do. I do Damus like that? No, not without the swing shot. Bolden's done. Hrugis and Dako's done. Because I really I don't even know if I can do this, but I'm gonna try. Nope, I guess not. I get a continue point. I can't find this. So, again, I am not... I thought this was patched out. Can I land on anything over here to try relenting? Nope. Alright. Well, this is going to be about a 2.5-hour seed. It's the one thing that I didn't want to do. Looks like I have to. Because you guys do not deserve safe states. Not the point of a speed run. Really thought this was patched out. one check I didn't want to do, unfortunately, is the only thing that I can do. But I have grind boots. Wow. I have the grind boots. Thank goodness. I forgot I had grind boots! Oh, okay. Crisis averted, chat. No save states. I got grind boots. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine, chat. So it wasn't required at all, but the grind boots gets me to this section, which allows me to do this. This is one of the worst seeds I've ever played in this randomizer. This is so bad. This is so bad. And I apologize. The goal was an hour and a half. That obviously isn't happening. I don't even think this is happening sub 2 hours. The Infiltrator. Okay. So that put the Indako check into logic, that put a lot of things into logic, but still, it doesn't matter. I've already decoy clipped through the Infiltrator stuff. But this tells me that I'm going the right way. I hope. Because we're running out of checks. This is literally, I'm headed to the last check that I can do. Speed gaming, folks. If I have to get off to get to another race, please let me know. If you guys have to get to another race, we can kick the rest of the showcase. Again, I'm still swing shot and needle coordinates away from go mode. If I had to guess, this is another planet like Tabora or Barlow. Probably Barlow. We could have a lot of checks. So yeah, speed gaming folks, just let me know if you need me to get off. Like I said, I apologize. This is one of the worst randomizer seeds I've ever played. A 25% progression. This is just brutal. I hope you all are at least enjoying the randomizer.
Lovely.
Tadano's done. Felsen's done. Uzla's done. Grelbin is done. Maktar's done. Smolg is done. Jilber, I don't have the swing shot. Gorn is done. Bolden is done. Damocell is done. Frugus... What am I missing? Three. What am I missing? That was the Lancer. Maktar's done. Smolg I just finished. I can't get through to the races there. Gorn is done. Bolden is done. I'm stumped. I is stumped. I gotta do it, chat. Gotta go to the spoiler logs. There should be a beatable seed. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize that was in logic. Well, you learn something new every day, folks. Yes, I checked the spoiler log. Sorry. I didn't realize that check was in logic. So, time for me to try some tech for the first time. Sorry, chat. That has been in logic this entire time. Speed jamming, if I need to get off, let me know. If you get us another race, let me know. Knock me off. Okay, then. I can't believe that's been in logic this entire time. We've done a pointless part of this entire seed, chat. I can't believe it. Good thing this isn't a tournament. I would have been eliminated by now. There's a good chance this was beatable in under an hour and a half. And because of a piece of tech that I didn't realize was even logical. Unfortunate. Okay, time to finish. This should be a very easy medium level. Yep. So, I can't believe this has been open the whole time. Well, consider that new level unlocked, confirmed. I always thought that they had the swing shot. So there's the Aranos prison, and you get to see another Clank section! That's my fault, folks. I apologize.
Hey. Sorry. I have thoroughly analyzed our surroundings, and I'm afraid that there is absolutely...
Alright, here we go. Once again, I do not know Clank Skip yet, so we're gonna do this casually. Every check on this planet, by the way, with the levitator now, I can do. This was so early on. Yes, I checked the spoiler log because I was at a loss on what to do. So, my guess is you may have had to come back here later, but for us, we can clear the entire planet. Oh, sorry, Chad. I apologize. I wanted this to be done by now. That's my fault. Let's go. No, don't hit it. No. Ratchet, why? That should have never hit. Fumbling, chat. I'm fumbling. So now y'all get to see the second Clank section, which should have never happened. It happens, though. Game. Hello? Like I said, it's a beta. Sorry, chat. It's a beta. It happens. At least I can hopefully get back to the Ratchet section. So I really don't want to go back to the Clank section. Oh, goody. All the way back to this one. How exciting. Well, at least I can get back to the Ratchet section. This is a little faster than the second section. I apologize, everybody. This is not going according to plan. Now I understand why some players DNF in tournament seeds and want to just throw their controller against the wall in tough seed. Alright, we're done. This time I won't use the charge towards the end of that section. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Once again, for those of you just joining, this is the Ratchet Clank Going Commando Randomizer. It's in beta on Archipelago. There's the Dynamo, which that unlocks part of Joba. That unlocks Uzla, which I already did. So now I understand why the sea is the way it is again, I have broken logic.
So,
Okay. The plumber. Bolt pack. Dooby-dooby. Why use the infiltrator when you can decoy clever? Please let me decoy clever. Okay. Decoy clip through that before, but whatever. Infiltrator. And that's an infiltrator puzzle. Ah, finally. The swing shot. Just need Yeatle to beat the game now, chat. We're almost to the end. We just need the last level coordinates. Where is Yeatle? Okay, so now that's back to Joba for the hoverbike races. I'm trying to think. Demo cell. Demo cell's got 2 checks. That's where we're headed. Going to demo cell. All right. Here's the part of demo cell that we couldn't do earlier. Because we needed the swing shot for this. bank! To the bank, to the bank, to the bank, bank, bang, to the bank, bank, bank. The only time I use Terminator in this game. We're using the water, actually, believe it or not, if you haven't played this game before. Creates grinding section. Do a hidden platinum bolt. Please be easy. I would like to be done with this scene. Yes! Let's go beat the game! It's Yeetle! It's Yeetle! Oh, this is one of the worst seeds I've ever played in this game. And you all get to see it here live here on Speed Gaming. It's a beatable seed. It's a beatable seed. Alright, now I'm gonna show off some really cool out-of-bounds stuff. So I hope you're ready. Alright. Here's the out-of-bounds stuff. So shout out to James Wiley EXE for this. He trademarked it. But this is what he calls funny collision detection. So we're going to get up to the top of this rock. And we're going to go hover, charge boot over here. We're going to go up these rocks. We are out of bounds right now. So just continuing to jump. Now we can walk right up the slope. Get in a good position. Hover boot over here. Get on top of these rocks. There's some more funny collision detection. Trademark James Wiley EXE. We're going to go land on this little tiny platform over here. We're going to go over here underneath this. This is actually walkable. Okay, and as soon as I get a camera, we're going to head up to this second set. We're going to stare at this wall. We're going to use the charge boots over here. Now we're going to use the helipack to actually glide down. Here's the teleporter. Everybody, I just skipped the first part of Yeetle. Bam. Now it's time for the Yeetle Gauntlet. Let's get some hype in the chat. We are almost done. This seed was an hour-and-a-half seed, I think. Based upon what I know now, where the locations were, this is one of the worst seeds I've ever played. But this was an hour-and-a-half. It's possible. Let's go. Go mode. Bam, watch this. Bam, through the wall. Thank you. Have a nice day. You wonderful people. We're going to go first person mode. Glide on the ice. Double jump. Head on up here. Do some more first person glitches. Take the swing shot. Why I said it's required, because the swing shot can go through this. We really don't feel like wall closing that entire area. Knocks down another swing shot orb. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to show off some more wall glitches sections, okay? So I can use the electrolyzer, but what fun is that when you have first-person glitches? And I've gotten more consistent at this one. We're hanging out, having a grand old time here. All we're doing is we're wrench flipping along these walls again. Some of it looks less than a minute from beating the game. Thank you all so much. If you like what you see, drop some hype in the chat. Feel free to leave me a follow. Well, if you want to see this game run in a tournament format, you know I want to run a Ratchet and Clank Going Commando Randomizer tournament. Let's go, chat. Here we go. And let the timer to start down. 5, 4, 1, and time. GG's.
You did it!
That's right. I did it, Angela. Thank you. You're welcome. GG's, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching this special Ratchet and Clank Going Commando showcase run. I'm WXFan21. Greatly appreciate you all being here. Well, a debut here on Speed Gaming for me. You've heard me commentate many Metroid events, Mega Man X stuff. You heard me commentate so much stuff. My official debut here on Speed Gaming, actually running some. Greatly appreciate every single one of you being here. You see all the Insomniac foes here on the screen. If you want to see a Ratchet and Clank Going Commando Randomizer tournament, I want to hold one. If you're interested in that, let me know down in the Twitch chat. But that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Jam and everyone else in the Speed Gaming admins. I appreciate y'all giving me the platform to show this off. Thank you to all of you watching, and I'll catch you all later for hopefully more Ratchet and Clank, but also for some more